What is up, kinfolk? A lot of you guys who subscribe to this channel are into red pill content, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know who Just Pearly Things is, or the Just Pearly Things channel here on YouTube. For those who don't, it is a podcast channel where she takes a panel of many individuals from many different backgrounds of life and she asks some questions about modern dating and relationships. And I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of fallen off of the Just Pearly Things bandwagon. It's becoming somewhat repetitive, and even Pearl said it herself earlier this year in one of her videos that she's finding that a lot of the conversations she's even getting bored with, because it's the same conversations, the same talking points, the same rebuttals in almost every debate. So she was considering making some changes to her channel to start talking about different topics that she might have been interested in. Because of her changes, I think this is why we have this issue.
Behind the scenes, it's a business, and that is a German attribute, to be industrious.
I think was more like late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
This gentleman right here is Nick Fuentes. He is an alleged white supremacist. I say alleged because I honestly don't know anything about the guy. And I guess she invited him to come onto her podcast and have a discussion, have a debate. Personally, I don't see that as a problem. The whole thing of censoring people, not giving them platforms, not giving them places to speak, I'm not in that crowd. I feel like everybody should have the right to say what they want to say. I might not agree with it, but you have the right to say what you want to say. But I think that if you are bringing someone on, you should challenge them. And I think this is where she goofed up.
Italian. The only times I'm on time for things is when I get the time wrong, when I think I'm supposed to be there way earlier than I'm actually supposed to be
today.
there. Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
Oh, really?
That's why I texted you. I texted you I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more like late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
I have done a little bit of digging into other people's channels because the original video that she did, she actually took down. But this was a particular clip that a lot of people have been putting out and saying haha, see, she's racist. For me, no. I wouldn't say that this makes her against the black community or anything. I will say this, though. This was a joke that was in the presence of wrong company. She did come out in her apology video to say that this was an inside joke. I mean, we make CPT time jokes all the time. So to say that this isn't a joke and that she shouldn't say it, bro, we say it all the time. It's a thing. It's a thing. If it was any other podcast where it was a panel and plenty of people, I think nobody would have thought about this. But the nature of the joke and who she's talking to, and it gives a bad look. It gives a very bad look. Another clip was this one in regards to slavery.
The argument was the Holocaust was not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. Okay, what do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
Yeah, I denied some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You
Right.
think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds, oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're gonna be in
get
trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible. It was.
Right.
But they want to make it more horrible so that they can control people.
This one I think she's completely wrong on. Alex Haley, who is the person she's talking about, he did come out with a quote which saying, yes, that I wanted to create a myth for my people to live by. I feel like Roots honestly does not depict how bad slavery actually was.
A lot worse.
Do I think that she is a racist and that she is against black folks? No. I don't. A lot of people throw labels around these days when it's not the case. I just see it as you came into an argument and you had no ammunition and no way of pushing back against this person, and you are trying to reinvent yourself, but you're reinventing yourself with little to no knowledge about the subject matter and the people that you're going into. And this is assuming she was going into the conversation as a way of combating Nick's rhetoric. If it wasn't that, and it was just to have a platform for him to speak so that way the audience can decide for themselves, that was terrible. A lot of people are taking this as a perspective of she was bringing him on the platform to debate. If that was the case, it doesn't seem like she has a background in that stuff. So I would just say get better. Especially if she wants to change the look and the outlook of her channel. How a lot of, I would say, black folks are taking it is like she's using a lot of black faces, which is helping to propel her platform. So she needs to be more conscious of that and conscious of her audience, and that she didn't do a good job of protecting and speaking up. I never saw it as her like being an ally to black folks. I just saw it as being like literally having modern women on. Some of them just happen to be black. I'm just gonna be honest. This is just my own personal rant. I'm sick of the whole ally thing. I really am. Deleting the video, I think, was a terrible idea. If he was really like outing himself and letting all of his stank emit into the atmosphere, I think people should know who he is as a person. I would assume this may be her first political video, but I would say Pearl going political, keep at it. You're going to make a lot of mistakes and just get used to it. But I don't think you should shy away from those mistakes, and just having it taken down and addressing it in an apology video, I don't think is good. That's just me. But kinfolk, let me know what you think in the comments section below about this whole situation. If you made it this far, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe. As you know, both of those helps your girl out. And as always, kinfolk, you know I love you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.